Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Patreon podcast. Apologize if I'm talking a little quieter today, but it's very early in the morning, and I don't want to wake anybody up. This week, I wanted to talk about forced time off or forced vacation. This is something that I am dealing with currently. I'm in the midst of doing the National Solo Album Month, and the first couple weeks of November turned out great. Like, I made a ton of music and things went well, and then I hit a big wall and I didn't really know how to continue. And what I decided to do is just force myself to not work on this album for like a week, which when you're doing an album in a month seems like a big chunk of time, and really it is. But I also feel that it was absolutely necessary for me to do this to avoid fully burning out on this project like I did last year. So that's kind of what I've been focusing on the last week, is just to not really think about the album, not really do anything related to it, and just kind of take some time off from it. And I'm hoping this weekend I can jump back into it and start working on it again, because honestly, I have good progress on it. There's only a handful of songs that I want to actually do. But I also want to do those songs justice, and I don't want to just kind of crap out whatever first comes to mind and then just call it a day. Because, these albums are important to me, and, I don't want to release something that I'm not happy with. So I think that it's really hard to embrace this idea because, you don't want to just forget about the project, but I think that distance of time that we talked about a couple weeks ago or months ago, where you just need to step away and get perspective on the project again, is so very valuable, because right now I'm just, I got so deep into it. Like, I streamed every day for like 7 days straight, and I made a new song every day, and that changes a man. It's just, it's hard to not approach a project and not go all in like that, but it's also hard to not just burn out. And, it's finding that balance. And for me, that balance is to just do as much as possible. Sorry, I kind of lost my thread there. It's still very early in the morning. But either way, I think that it's important to take a step back and ensure that you're not just overloading yourself, and you're not going to, you want to make sure you don't burn out on a project, because I feel that I do that all too often, where I decide that this is the thing I'm going to do now, and then I do everything related to that, and it doesn't really work super well for me. I need to find a new method for approaching this kind of stuff, and maybe figuring out how to juggle projects where, like, Monday and Tuesday I work on game development, and Wednesday and Thursday I work on music, and then Friday I work on art or something like that. Maybe that would work better. But yeah, I need to find a better way of doing this, and I think that taking the time off like this is at least going to save this album. Because, like I said, last year in 2021, I did Let the World Forget Us for the National Solo Album Month, and I still haven't finished that album because I was in a very particular mindset. I went at it way too hard, and I made a couple songs that I really absolutely love, and then I burned out, and I haven't been able to finish it because I have to get back into that very specific mindset, which hopefully I'll be able to do after I finish this album. But I really struggle with this kind of stuff, and I wanted to kind of talk about it in a little bit more detail, just because it's something that I imagine I'm not the only one that deals with it. But yeah, my energy level towards everything lately has been kind of screwed up. So I'm hoping to find a better middle ground for all of this, and try to get back into the swing of things and back into a rhythm. But in the meantime, I hope this helps somebody. because I'm not entirely sure how to approach a lot of this stuff anymore, and I'm figuring it out as I go. But this experiment to like take a hard stop on this album and just take a week away from it and then kind of come back to it in slow pieces, I think will fix it, because I know from my skills and my pacing that if I can get back into the groove for this album, like I'll be able to finish on time, because I'm missing a couple songs and a couple connective tissues. Like I have some intermission songs that I wanted to do, but that's just kind of taking the songs that abut those and join them together and stuff like that. And like, I know what I want to do. I just have to get that energy and inspiration to actually do it. So, I guess the ability to have planned things out is another really big, important thing to take away from this, where it's like, I know what I have to do. I just have to take the time to do it. And I have to have the inspiration to take that time. So I'm just waiting for that inspiration to strike again. And I can capitalize on the good work I did earlier this month, and I can finish off this album. So, yeah, I think that's everything that I had for today. I hope that you all have a fantastic Friday and a wonderful weekend. Oh wait, no, I actually haven't recorded one of these in a while. I've been living off my backlog for a while. Thank you so much for listening. I really genuinely do appreciate it. And thank you for being a Patreon subscriber. I hope that you have a fantastic Friday and a wonderful weekend, and I will talk to you in the next one. Be remarkable.